told your friend you're not okay? And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
I pozdrav Raja, dobro došli. Šta je ovo? Dobro došli Raja, krećemo sa trećom epizodom. Noire nastavljam, znači priču, sam sekundica, šta je ovo bre? Aha, dobro, evo ga. Noire, jesam ja pustio, jesam, evo ga. Krećemo. Dečko, veliki pozdrav Bura za tebe, dobrodošao ti meni ovdje, šta ima Bruna? Da pomaknem ove ekrane, imam ih 700. Ljudi upadnite na YouTube, bitno mi je na YouTube da me podržite, ponovo da gradimo nešto na YouTube, pravimo tamo malo. Dominik pozdrav, bacite neki like na YouTube. Sad ćemo prekinuti ovu muziku. Nek ide Noire muzika. Ja sam ovo ispekao majka. Eto. Idemo. Rezum. Što smo već počeli rešavati slučajeve. Znači dalje, ovdje Toni, ovdje se učita, sad ću.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote K'O FOL from burglary to the homicide.
Opa, unapređenje sam dobio.
Stand up, Phelps.
Od prošli
Take a
put.
cheer. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing.
Idemo kaj, evo ga
Your first
unapređenje.
case is the murder of a woman, found last night
Imam
and
neki
bearing all
slučaj
the signs of the werewolf.
ista.
Get out to the scene, lads.
You were twice as smart.
Idemo sad da vidimo. Streets of LA patrol the city at 10th
You
Street
have the
crimes.
address. It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
Idemo ovdje. Na taj crime scene. Da to istražujemo.
The main reason Santa's so jolly is because he knows where all the bad girls live. You wait. 5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
It's him, the cop from the newspapers. He drove me up to Mulholland. Waited for me.
Učeo sam novu voznicu, jebote, gledaj ovo.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
Any central unit, car 16L.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or that girl. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
Šta je sa ovim? Mario Kopić, pozdrav bruda, gdje si, šta je?
Go right through there.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing. Keep on straight.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't.
Ovo idemo sad.
90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. It'll be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen? Straight through the next intersection.
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Any central unit, car 16L reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope. The Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identify.
Šta je ba ovo? Ona će skače izgleda ljudna.
I'll do it! So help me God, I'll jump!
You need to get up there. Let me do the talking, detective. I know a ton of this psychology stuff. You take the back alley and find a way up there.
Come on, Phelps, let's get moving.
You jumping? Make sure you warn me before you do.
That's that cop. I will! Seems like a decent guy. Wait! What?
Mario, šta ima brija?
You think this thing can hold you, Rusty?
I'll bring you down with me, Phelps. Come on then, Lightfoot.
No offense, but I don't want you splashed on my shoes.
Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
I remember my first jumper. Could have soaked him up with a sponge. I still can't eat.
This what you wanted?
I can't do it. I'll come quietly, I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
You're a danger to yourself and to others.
Okay, at the next corner, go right.
Slow down, idiot.
Up ahead, you make a right. Don't turn here.
Pensare Pietro. Ljudi upadnite na YouTube.
Keep on going.
Ne, uj.
Stay on this road. You're taking the next left. Take the next right. Keep on going through here. Go right through here. Stay on this road.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Unit that can handle code 3, identify.
Keep on going. We're going straight here. Take a right. Stay on this road. Straight ahead. Straight on. You don't need to turn here. I need you to take a left at the next corner.
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, detective.
Run, everyone!
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Ovo neko baš ubijstvo, Jargo.
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with. Carruthers.
Phelps. You make homicide?
Looks like it. Galloway has been making me feel welcome.
I bet he has.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Milane, pozdrav. No, lišta na ovoj četki. Interesantno. Čekaj. Nema, bar ne vidim ništa.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game. Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
No, još šta ovo je? Šta je ovo?
Take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Šta ima nečko, šta se radi, brate? Upadaj na YouTube.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pink or lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Usto, ajde, GG, brate.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
What now?
It's a crime scene, isn't it? Don't just stand there, take a look around.
Junk.
Pa, nečko nisam sad da sam potpuno stio to, brate, ali igramo sad ovo i pravimo taj neki server, znaš, pa za GTA. Pa ono, uletim nekad, znaš. Ja to ovako igram, znaš, pa onda prestanem, pa da opet malo igram, znaš, da dosadi, onaj. Čekaj da malo još istražim ovaj crime scene ovdje. Mora biti još nešto tu što je povezano sa... Ne, mušice sitne što se dobavezala jebu i... Sva.
No good to me. Optimistic, Cole. Don't think this is anything.
Ova četka mi nije jasna nikako, ona je njena, ali ne mogu ništa na toj četki da vidim. Ne. Jedino sada...
Cause of death? It could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts look superficial. I'll know for sure in an hour.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Neko je skinuo prsten, vidiš.
Interesting.
Šta je ova povreda na ruci, to me interesuje, ali ne mogu to ništa s tim ovdje.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the bomba?
Ljudi, upadajte na YouTube.
In a case like this.
YouTube. čeka, stani. Nikola Grbić, dobar dan, brate, Jess. Izgleda da ovo nije ništa. Važi, nečko, vidimo se, bruda. Ja mislim da sam sve što sam mogu ovdje našao. Sad moram ići u taj Bamba Club. Odakle potiče ova kugla. Kupio sam, brate, 7 eura, čini se ovako nešto. Terminio Jesse, brate, pa ima kakav si mi. Dobro došao, baci like. Bacite ljudi like, ba. Bacite like, vi prolecite sa trova na YouTube. Pošto ćemo sve više i više prelaziti na YouTube nazad, tako da znate. Da li bi preporučio igru? Vi, brate, vi igrajte. Meni je predobra, brate. Ova igra nastala, mislim, poslije GTA 4, ali prije GTA 5. I proizvođač igre je Rockstar, brate. Tako da, ono, meni je top, ono, detektivska priča i sve biva komplikovanije, tako da te drži da igraš, da nastaviš, znaš.
Copycat. We're going straight here.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? Big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Up ahead, you turn left. Okay, hotshot. What's more likely? Werewolf come back around, leaving us a known report?
It clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
You finished, fellas. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the ammo and get himself a freebie. You don't need to turn here.
That's not totally fantastical.
Keep on going. You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts. Don't turn here.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phillips, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. You can't make it something it ain't. Straight ahead. Keep on going.
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him. You need to turn left at the next junction.
Gledaj vozilici, ba. Znaš, nije nešto sad igra wow, grafički, ono, baš, ali, brate, nije ni loše, kad skontaš u kojem je to vremenu pravljeno, nije ni loše. 2011. izašla, ba, mislim, to je...
Turn left here. Take the next right. On straight. Straight through the next intersection. taking the next left. So wait for the next turning and go right.
Bamba Club.
Just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Oh, Christ.
You going
Sure,
to
I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Officer?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine is...
Pour me another.
Was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
So, how'd you tuna fish salad?
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Nešto ovdje nije u redu.
You know the husband?
Nešto ovdje nije u redu.
He was in the Corps.
Ovaj mi je previše
He met Celine on
informacija,
a
ima.
furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
Thanks, Mr. McCall.
Znači,
Been a big help. One more
ovaj je
thing.
tip.
Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Say, honey, what's
Let's get out of here.
Tables?
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Sekundu. Čije ovdje telefon?
I can check your code or book you a table. Maybe you want to talk to the owner, mister. He's in the back somewhere.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thank you.
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Take a left.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
You're making a right at the next intersection. Sharpens my investigatory instincts, fellas. Okay, at the next corner, go right.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
Turn left at this one here. A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine. Hang a right.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, fellas. You know, you picked the wrong job of a healthy thirst for vengeance, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Straight ahead.
This officer needs help. Bank of America 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank
Maybe
of
the men
America
combing
7th and
Hollywood
Olive.
Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more
Unit
interested in
Code 3
sniffing out
identified.
booze and the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit. Take a left.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Up ahead, you make a right. Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined. It's left at the next intersection. Okay, at the next corner, go right. Whoa there! Just ignore this turn. Take the next right. Take the next right.
Oj!
Easy!
Kombine kakvi budu. Amele, pozdrav.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second. Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with it. You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Seems irrelevant. Size 9s. Above average for a lady. Don't think this is any use to us.
Nešto traži ovdje.
Tiffany? The rest of this stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Doesn't look like anything.
A regular Amelia Earhart per day. The ring looks distinctive.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Mnogo alkohola po kući. Ali ne kontam.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. If one of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Moramo komšije prepitati, imaju on šta.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Has that just been paid look about him?
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say. I need to turn left at the next junction.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. Keep the hacks off our backs for a while. Don't turn here.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole. Just ignore this turn.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Straight through the next intersection. Take the next right. And left. Up ahead, you make a right. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Circumstantial. This
You
isn't
think
what
the
we're looking
atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber. He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady. Nothing significant.
Size 11s.
Avevamo.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Ask him some questions. Keep it simple. I'll do the rest.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
We get the impression that Celine liked to live the glamorous life. How did she end up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do. I'm not ashamed about that.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place?
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
Did a neighbor see you? Did you talk to anyone? You need an alibi, Jacob.
I don't have one. I was here. I listened to Amos and Andy on the radio, and then I went to bed.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
You went to her house, you fought, you beat her, she left, and then you followed her.
I left first. She tried to batter me with a frying pan. I had to slap her down.
Understandable.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
You're okay.
Let's just...
To je s ovim mojim licom. Neću uopšte se fajta, fajta. Gdje bolan pa fajtaj se, jebote, čača. Neće fair da udari da si buk. Nešto neće da udari. No zašto?
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Vidi, ba ne mere fair da se brani, what the fuck?
You're awful hot under the collar.
What's this bunk?
This doesn't look good for you, Jacob.
Vidi ga, vidi ga. Oni će ti jebem, pičku.
You're not.
Ode, udari ga jebote, evo vidi.
You're awful hot under the collar for an innocent man, Mr. Henry.
Niđe veze jedan. Ne mogu da se branim, what the fuck?
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Okay. Let's just...
Vidi pa.
What's this button?
Kako udaraš, jebem ti pleme u pičku. Vidi. U te je balat. Radi me, vidi. Sad sam se zaglavio ovdje iza ovoga jebenog lika. Mr. X pozdrav, moram ponovo sa jebovom. Kontam koja je fora. No.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
This doesn't...
Vidio.
Let's just...
Oma jebem ti pleme u pičku, hoćeš se držati.
What's this bunker?
Vidi, vidi sad neće. A debolan. Oj, majko. Ček, me nakautira ako... Ne. Lijevi, desni, lijevi, desni. No, neću poskakat sekvencu.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Not being rational.
A de udaraj ga jebote on. Moraš lijevom desnom udarati.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
I need you to take a left at the next corner. You need to turn left at the next junction. Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Don't turn here.
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now. Okay, so go left at the next one.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get. Exactly.
Evo ga. Došli smo kod ovog Mendeza.
Oh, sister, I was so tight I couldn't walk.
Čekaj, kako ću se naći? Koji je apartman? Kada je ona rekla 12, čini mi se. Nisam siguran. Nije boga. Moramo naći koji je apartman onda. Piše li gdje što ovdje?
Let's follow Jacob back to the station. Something about getting jumped makes me all itchy to lock him up.
Help.
Let's follow Jacob back to the station. Something about getting jumped makes me all itchy to lock him up.
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
Znači, 1. Dva. 3.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
don't think this is going to help us. I don't think so. Doesn't give me anything to go on. Not much help. Doesn't tell me anything.
Au, evo ga.
Gotta get these to Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene. Brothers could match the color and brand of the body. Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey! What gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there. You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
Get in and drive. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
That's Mariana. Vrti, pozdrav.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. Keep it steady, and I'll try to bust his tires.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
Kubi, pozdrav.
Put your hands where I can see them.
What the heck?
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Jebo si mu znanje.
Something to this pain to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
Ali ju složi pajserom, frajer. Sad ću ljudi, moram sad da vidjeti 7 sekundi.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
He ran the light on Olympic, and we finally collared him on Temple.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
Heavens to Betsy! Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
You're taking the next left. You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Stay on this road.
All units in the vicinity in
Don't go
Century
getting ahead of yourself.
211 is
That's
shots
one
fired
clearance
410
under your
South
belt.
Flower Street.
Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Take the next left. So wait for the next turning and go right. Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all. Take the next left.
Ljudi, ulazite na YouTube-a.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
And I thought this was such a nice area.
Detective, I was first on scene.
All these cars.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
So what's going on over there?
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Here she is.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Officer Gonzalez, badge 994. Victim of white female Jane Doe on Hill Street. Possible ID of Deirdre Muller. Can you run through the name and details?
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Look at your mark, it's very
distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Thanks very much for your help.
Yes, back.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
What's this mark? A cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Muller of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Muller.
Well,
What'd I tell you? Just grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
You a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stalked. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Pa ne, to nije mi jasno. Šta je ovdje? A, dokaz. Radno. GG, vrate. Ima li još ovdje išta? Da je...
I doubt it.
Petric, pozdrav. Samke od Jesse, brate. Meni samo nije jasno ko je taj Bego. Jebo li te Bego, onaj što te žego?
This is awful. Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
Turn right now. There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
We're going straight here. If he doesn't work out, that is. Okay, at the next corner, go right.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps? Straight on.
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Keep on going through here. Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Okay, so go left at the next one. Jesus, Phelps! Take the next right. turn left at the next junction.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're going to have a look around.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Work boots. Size 8s.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body. No sign of a wedding ring. Nope. This doesn't pertain to the case.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
It's a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
I know this is a tough time for you, Michelle, but you should really try and help the police.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's some
Your wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What the... But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You got any way of confirming this story of yours?
You son of a bitch. You come here making all these accusations.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Was your wife unreliable?
No.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
I think you set this up, Hugo. I think you kicked up a fuss about staying home for an alibi. Then you followed your wife and murdered her.
You're out of your mind coming in here making accusations like that. Come out into the yard and I'll make you take that back, mister.
Miki, Entim, pozdrav, brate, Jess. Prince.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
You know anyone who wears a smallish men's shoe who had a major grudge against your wife? Is there something you would like to tell us, Hugo?
No, I do not. You finished making hints?
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
Where's the school?
Belmont High on West 2nd Street. There's a parking lot next door where the parents wait for the kids.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in LA. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Spero, pozdrav. Phoenix, pozdrav, dobrodošao, brate.
Yes, ma'am.
Upamte na YouTube,
I heard
upite like.
terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Muller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Muller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Muller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got...
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and...
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid. Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
Any Central Unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make... Hey!
Is this real?
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony.
It's Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go. I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy. Busy where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you? So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Are you liquored up?
Be careful. He looks dangerous.
Ovo sve svojom trči.
That's far enough, freak. You move a muscle and you're a dead man.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in. Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor.
A moraš sačekati onda samke, vjerovatno bak ubacivo još neki skript.
Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like them a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got...
Ja sam ulazio, čini mi se, juče i danas.
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir. I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help.
Are you drunk, mister, or are you just cracked?
It's been a year. What's he waiting for?
Up ahead, you make a right. You're taking the next left. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. Straight through the next intersection.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Don't turn here. Take the next left. Up ahead, you make a right. Take a left. Okay, so go left at the next one. Attaboy, up there you go right now.
What do you
Brothers
think?
will be finished with the blood and guts. See what he has to say.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Moramo gore opet u Belmont High School, jebem ti high school. No nije mjesto šta ćemo gore naći.
So wait for the next turning and go right. It's left at the next intersection. Slow down. Around to the right. Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. Coroners.
How so?
Well, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
All units in the vicinity.
Rusty, that's like something out of the Pulp.
You're reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through
Code 3 identify.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print. Okay, so go left at the next one. You're taking the next left. Take the next right. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. So wait for the next turning and go right. On straight. Straight through the next intersection. You need to turn left at the next junction. Turn back, we're going the wrong way. Take the next left. Sad se razem izvuču sam malo. What are we waiting for? Almin Hasić pozdrav, brate. Za tebe i za Imrana. Dobro. Ljudi, ja ću ovdje završiti. Što moram sad da idem. 2 sata stream. Pa se vidimo vjerovatno večeras ili sutra nekad možda. Ljubi vas, brat, i uživajte ostatku dana. Ćao.